Hey everybody, welcome back to Dream Garage. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know, thank you for watching the videos, supporting us. It means more than you'll ever know. If you haven't watched our videos before, please go check it out. We have a lot of cool content with different kind of vehicles or boats or Rikers, cars, trucks, all of it. So if you haven't checked out Dream Garage, please do that right now. I will have a video link at the bottom at the end of the video, or you can just click on Dream Garage, look at the other videos we have, select what might interest you in that. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so. Hit that like button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that comes your way. Now, on to today's video. First and foremost, I wanted to let you know that Motor Madness 2022, the date is set. It is August 28th. It is going to be from 11 to 4. We are ending the event at 4. Last year it was a little longer than what we would thought through. It was our first year doing the event, so we didn't know what to expect. Now we have a lot of support. We have a panel of people willing to help and do things. We have the new promoter, Larry. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to Larry. He is the new promoter for Winchester Speedway. He used to run Eldora, and I'm sure he's done other tracks. But Larry is an amazing guy. He showed up to our meeting. He was off the jump, ready to help, willing to come in. Unfortunately, we had a bad promoter at Winchester Speedway last year, but he is gone. We have a new one, and Larry is awesome. So thank you, Larry, and the team at the Winchester Speedway. 2022 Motor Madness is coming our way. Now, we also have a big reveal today. Let's check this out. I know, if any of you know me, when you see this, you are going to message me, call me, text me, something and say, why are you having a Ford in your driveway? You are not a Ford guy. That would be correct. I have never been a big Ford guy. I'm not saying Ford's a bad brand. You know, I sold them for a short period of time a long time ago, so every brand has come so far since then. However, I've just always been a GM guy. I mean, I got my work truck here, the 2001 Silverado 2500 for the business. So that's been an awesome truck. It's actually gotten us through because the Maserati has been sitting at a dealership for 6 weeks. It is finally back. We picked it up last night. A few things to button up with them, but the parts are not in. So we are going to wait until those are in, get that done, back on the road. So GM guy, I've had several Escalades, Cadillacs, had a ton of different stuff. And I work at a GM dealer, so I've been a GM guy for a long time, even before I was in the car business. However, I've always wanted a lifted diesel, and so there have been several components that went into why we chose the 2017 F250 Platinum diesel, 6.7 liter Power Stroke. Number one was the most value for the money. I think when we look and go to buy something, whether it's a car, a truck, an SUV, a sports car, a classic car, always at the top of my list is the most bang for the buck. I don't want to go spend extra money just because of what a brand says, unless there's advantages for that brand. Now, every brand has particular features that, whether it's a body style, whether it's a motor, certain motor that's in that car. So brand does play a part. But if you get to the point where you're like, I could go Duramax, I could go Power Stroke, I could even go Cummins. I mean, you know, when it comes to the diesel family, every diesel has its benefits. I like the Duramax. I've driven Duramaxes before, as far as just, you know, riding them or test driving them. I actually drove a 2022 AT4 diesel GMC crew cab long bed, and it was a beautiful truck. It was a nice truck. However, it did not, the interior didn't wow me. And if I'm going to buy a truck and I'm going to spend that kind of money, I need something that wows me. I need something that I get inside of it and I go, there's no way I could pass this up. And got to give a shout out to my buddy Corey. Thank you so much for helping me out. You know, this truck is very special as far as what it's already been done to it and things like that. So I got a great hookup on that. But a Platinum in the Ford is like an Escalade in a sense of what its options are. It has forward collision alert. This has adaptive cruise control. It has heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, etc. I mean, this truck is just amazing. And I knew that I liked this body style of their Super Duties. You know, I've never was a big Ford guy, like I've said. However, this body style for some reason has just, every time I see it, I'm like, you know, that's a good looking truck. I can't knock it. So taking you around here, so obviously from stock purposes to what's been done, it does have a 6-inch lift on it, and it has 22-inch gear forged wheels. I think they're beautiful, especially being black with just chrome trim. Having that black with that aluminum in the accents of the wheel, I think is amazing. And it has 37-inch tires on it, so the truck looks definitely beefy. There are things that are getting on the truck that are not here yet. We do have steps coming, we do have a bed liner, we do have a tonneau cover coming for the truck. So those things are coming in the next week or two. Obviously, for my size, it's not hard getting in, but for my wife, it is absolutely difficult. And our white truck's the same way, and I was like, this being more of a daily driver, we're not going to do that. So looking into the cab, like I said, the Platinum just offers really cool accents. I love wood grain. I know to some people that's more of a more older generation like than new, but I've always been a fan of wood grain. I think it just hits the vehicles different. I think it gives it a little bit of extra oomph for luxury. So just having that here on the door panel, I think is really nice. Ford's door handles on the Super Duties are actually hidden, which is nice because sometimes you can hit your knee or something on the door handle. Not that it's a big deal, and most brands are out here, but to kind of have it behind tucked in, I actually like that. This has power adjustable pedals. The mirrors go in and out along with being power folding, and it has the side blind zone alert along with the towing mirrors, which makes it really nice. Something I really like about the Platinum is how it's engraved in the seats, or it has that little Platinum piece in every one of the major seats. I think that just has a really nice hint for this. But one of my favorite features for this, especially being a truck, is the panoramic roof. Even the 15 through 19 or 20 GMC and Chevrolet High Countries, the best truck that they offer and package, they do not have a panoramic roof. They have just a standard sunroof, which is even a little bit smaller than this. So it's kind of a nice touch. Obviously DVDs are not standard in HD trucks, but they're not really supposed to have those, or that's not something that's a big selling feature. It's what SUVs are for. These are more for doing things with pulling and hauling and things of that nature. Now, the sync system, when the sync system first came out, I felt like they were a little cheap on how they did it. But with this Apple CarPlay, and for your Samsung phones, the CarPlay for them, Android Auto, they've really made them a lot easier to navigate. And this one still has a lot of buttons. So my Escalade did not. They were all by your finger. It was all touch, which I got used to and I liked it. However, having buttons, I do know that they do make an OEM upgrade where the screen takes over the whole panel here. So it's kind of like the Dodge screens on the newer ones. So that's kind of cool because, you know, you do know that you have that upgrade, but I'm probably just going to stick with how it is. I don't really see an advantage for me personally, and I actually kind of like buttons, so not a big deal there. Now, as you look up, you got a ton of auxiliary switches up here. There is 6 of them. So if you do lights, you do different options that you can put on your truck where you need a switch. They already come equipped with the switches, so you don't have to worry about trying to make them look factory. You don't have to worry about trying to wire them up and find a place, and they've already done that for you, which makes it nice. This does have the rear sliding window, has home link, so you can pair your garage door opener as well. A lot of cup holders, a lot of storage within the truck. So very, very impressed with the truck overall. It is the crew cab. I have to have a bigger door because even though we only have my daughter and then my wife, you know, if I want to take somebody with us or anything like that, I want to make sure I can still be comfortable in the truck. Now with this one in particular, and obviously every truck is different with options, because there's a lot of what they call LPOs, or little options, accessories you can do from the factory that's not a standard option. So I don't know this to be true, but it has the toolbox under here where you can lift your seats, create more space for internal, which I've already had to use. It does have heated rear seats, which is really, really nice. It does have a lot of different ways to access. You got 2 USB ports, and you've got your 110, and you've got even a 12 volt accessory to plug in. So all the vehicles and brands around have become very user friendly with technology. As you know, everybody started getting iPads and a lot of portable devices. They needed to have a lot of ways to connect because of people running out of charge, needing something to do that. So that's a good thing for the industry all across the board, not just Ford, to do that. So very, very happy with this truck. It's not perfect. It does have really little imperfections. I am a perfectionist, so when I see something that's not perfect, I'll just want to fix it. It's the way that my mind's wired. I've already done a lot of stuff to the 01 that, you know, it didn't have to be done, but I just don't like looking at something that doesn't look as the best that it can. So eventually I'm sure I'll go through, and their little touch-up paint here, and they did have fender flares on the truck, which obviously these are 12.5 wide tires, not foot, and so that you can tell that the tires stick out. So I've thought about doing fender flares, but the ones that are wide enough to really bring that width out to cover the tires, I don't like as much. So that's something I'm gonna have to do some research on. Gonna have to find out what I like there. But overall, when I drove this thing, the wow factor set in. And the reason being is because when you're driving a truck that's lifted, and I know there's a huge difference between 2001 and 2017. So when I say this, I understand there's a lot difference between as well. But driving the 01, you know you're lifted. You know that it's going to be a harder ride. Now I'm sure I could upgrade shocks, and I could upgrade struts, or whatever the case would be, and help with that. But there's, you know, it's going to ride rougher because it's lifted on bigger tires. And this truck's come through in the clutch a lot, and it's a great work truck. I don't have to worry about if there's a scratch on it or anything like that as much as a newer one like the Ford is. But it's helped move some stuff for people. I've towed with it once. I did fix some things on it for it to be able to tow the maximum capacity, and so I'm excited to see what it can do on that realm. But for an older truck, it's still in wonderful shape. I haven't gotten the rust taken care of yet, but it is getting done this spring. We just had to get down to a couple cars, so I needed to use it more than being able to go without it. Now, the other thing I'm excited about, we have so much coming to the channel, guys. We are not going to be doing much driving today. I don't have time. We have a lot to do, but we have the new Z06 is going to be coming to the channel this year. I am so excited about that. I am going to be doing an update on the Z06 once the pricing comes out. Like I said, working at a GM dealer, being on the list, like most of you, I am very interested in keeping up to date every day that I can on that and seeing what's going on. So I am going to do a video specific to an update on the Z06 once the pricing comes out, seeing how the allocation is. I am thankful and lucky enough to be able to be at a top 50 dealer in the country when it comes to Z06s. I am a part of some Z06 forums where there's a lot of people talking about the top dealers and what allocations they're getting, and their speculation on pricing and their speculation on constraints or how they're going to be able to order. So being 13th on the list, I should get my car this summer, and as long as no problems happen, which we are in a country full of auto problems right now between chip shortages and constraints and issues that way. So it's not a guarantee I'm going to get it this summer, but if everything goes well, that should be the case. So very excited about that. I'm going to do a video specifically for that. Other than that, the boat, the Baja, is going to be coming out of storage probably in the next month. It's not something I'm rushing to do because I am getting some stuff done to it before boating season. And we have some cool things coming for the boat content. A lot of you have really enjoyed the boat content, and I do personally as well. So it's my favorite thing to do. So we have some great boat footage coming this year for you. We do, like I said, Motor Madness 22 is coming. It is going to be bigger and better than last year, and very excited to share that with you guys. We are giving to 2 organizations again this year, and we do have a lot of cool things that are going to be there at the track, and again, with the full support of Winchester Speedway, makes all the difference in the world. And so I think that this will even be better than what we expect. So again, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Wanted to review the truck with you guys today so you could see that, give you an update and an actual date on the Motor Madness event. Also, foot to note before we take off here, we are going to have a flyer, an official flyer set up for you guys. We are going to have registration forms, and these are going to be available here in the next 2-3 weeks, something of that nature. So we are going to start getting this stuff out there because we want to get everything as set as we can, so that way you guys know exactly what's going on, you know what to expect, and we are going to have an itinerary as well. So it's going to be something that's handwritten or typed out, so every person that comes in that event knows exactly what's going on up until the event is over. And last year we weren't able to do that. We were trying to do so much with just so little of people to do that, so it was harder to get everything perfected. But that's why you learn from your mistakes. You learn from the year prior. You always have to be trying to build and do better, and that's what this channel and these people are about. So without the people, this channel doesn't exist. These things wouldn't be possible. And so again, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and tune into the next video where we talk about the Z06. Thank you guys.